Every Sunday afternoon, I come home from work. I'm greeted by my grandson Nikolai. He is 7 years old. As a grandparent, I am blessed to have time with him on the weekends. And as part of our play schedule, I take him to his favorite park he calls the Castle Park. Compared to all the local parks near our home, this one is his favorite. He loves it because it is made for his age group. And for me, he can run, swing, slide, hang around without fear he is going to get hurt, as in other parks that still have the metal playgrounds. This special, simple time allows him to interact with other kids his age, have fun, and deplete all those energies a 7-year-old contains. As I watch him play and look around the park, I'm grateful to have this moment with him. There are parks like this one in our wonderful city of El Paso. So often one drives by a park and does not notice its importance. For this reason, I feel we as El Pasoans need to be involved with our city to make sure parks are always part of the city planning, budget, and maintenance. According to the City of El Paso, Texas Park and Recreation's Master Plan, it states that El Paso's most recent park planning efforts date back to 1996 and 2004, but not to the degree of self-evaluation and long-range planning that is truly needed to address the critical needs of the area. Recognizing this, the City Council of El Paso decided to commission a citywide Parks and Recreation Master Plan in the early 2005. This report is the result of a year-long review of the parks and recreation system in the city. The plan addresses both the needs of today and the great opportunities that lie ahead and propose a path to create a bright future for the park systems in El Paso. As it stands, the city has a long cultural history of our unique area in El Paso. We have the Rio Grande, the Oregon Mountains, as part of the landscape and all adjacent to our beautiful desert wildlife. The article named 8 Reasons Why Parks Are Important in the Green Ribbon website under the need to protect natural ecosystems states that as the need for more and better parks in our cities isn't just about us. Each park has its own ecosystem. They provide natural habitats for many different animals. As cities grow, more and more of these animals find themselves without homes. Parks provide a safe place for many of these displaced by the urban sprawl. By building a healthy network of parks in our city is one major way we can protect these animals and preserve the local ecosystems. This also makes parks wonderful places to teach children about the environment and the importance of preserving natural ecosystems. Our city has wonderful natural resources. The state parks, the natural landmarks, can be seen all around. Our unique demographics has the city surrounded by these preserved treasures in which everyone can enjoy with less than a 30-minute drive destinations. But even with this natural beauty, the city needs local parks, spaces for everyday activities. There are diverse types of parks that have been developed. The well-known green parks made for children to play, such as those my grandson enjoys going to. The city has been replacing the old all-metal slides with better kid-friendly materials and layouts that even with overhead shades for sun protection. This is an enormous difference from the playgrounds I certainly grew up with. I still remember the old hot metal slides that would burn your hands and legs sliding down. Of course, what would be a park if there are no open spaces of grass to play and run around? Another is the sportplexes for school and city teams to play in. The city has built these amazing arenas that can house various sports and teams at one time. These sportsplexes assist in the limited parks that were equipped to hold all the teams, since the city has been growing in population and expanding to its borders. The newest additions have been the water parks by creating more Olympic-sized pools to assist the schools and leagues with areas to train for the schools that are not able to have additions. The most recent and fun parks are geared to help El Paso kids have fun with simple water-type sprinkles to cool off during our sweltering summer days, as alternative to pool-only play. Other type of parks in our city are those to assist the residential communities enrich their health and daily lives. The senior citizen centers are a splendid example. These centers allow our seniors to have a place to gather and interact. These centers generate community and assist them in their health and well-being. In the PNR magazine published a study of Cleveland's old adults and park use found these benefits. Number one, that active park users were less likely to be overweight than those who had longer park visits and either used the parks for passive activities or did not use the parks at all. And number two, that the level of physical activity was the strongest predictor of lower blood pressure. The rec centers for the youth and indoor activities give the kids an indoor place to interact after school, weekends, and a safe place if needed. The parks are social gatherings of the community, not just for playing, but such things as entertainment, concerts, health fairs, walks, races, and good old-fashioned family picnics and cookouts. As such, it teaches youth involvement, not only as active users, but as volunteers for school and organization activities. So stay involved in any form. It creates a growth and pride for our community and city image, in which we will all benefit with the results of parks to live long for generations to come.